I'm going to say one of my personal opinions, and it's going to be so mind blown that's going to light up even more than the sun shooting in my face right now. And that is that the Exploding Kittens Netflix series, I actually like it. I know, big shocker. So I was recommended to watch this show by my girlfriend because she knew I just got Netflix, and I didn't really watch a whole lot of things there. I did check Pokemon Horizons as well as some roasts that I saw on Netflix, including the Tom Brady roast, which I thought was pretty cool and pretty funny. But I also decided to. I asked my girlfriend, for suggestions on what she would recommend, and she recommended Exploding Kittens. So I gave it a try. I watched the show. I watched all 9 episodes, and I actually really liked the show. It was very interesting. And while it's not completely based on the card game, there are moments where you're like, oh, okay, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Nice little wink, wink, nudge, nudge to the card game a little bit. But what blows my mind are these comments that people are putting on IMDB saying that this is like one of the worst shows out there. Many people putting in 1 stars for saying it's corny, cringy, don't understand. And the ones I put the 10s, I really love it. So it's kind of in between. There are some people who try to make it even out and explain, like, listen, you guys are looking at it through a different perspective, and I agree, because maybe I just don't understand completely on how to be a show or movie critic. But if I like a show, I'm gonna like a show. I'm not gonna really focus on what each solo actor or actress has done in the past and is it gonna be as good as it was back then. I don't understand why people like to do that, because at the end of the day, it's not the actors or actresses that are making this stuff up as it goes. It's a script that they're reading. You're not going to expect. I'm not going to expect Dave Bautista as Drax the Destroyer. I probably just butchered that name because I had a weird thing on my throat. But anyway, I don't see Bautista playing as that guy as he's playing in his other roles. Or I don't even see Dax the Destroyer in The Animal. Maybe you can see a little bit, but not enough to where I can say, oh, that's the Animal Batista. But I just find it so funny that there are people who are just shitting on this show for the simple fact that some of these characters that did previous work, or some of these actors or actresses that did previous work, is not the same as this one, so therefore it automatically sucks. I can't stand that. Now, I might be a hypocrite because I'm talking about people that are, well, not really a hypocrite, kind of more like someone who doesn't quite understand it, because I'm someone who barely watches TV, movies, or anything like that. So when I see a show that I like, I'm like, oh, this was actually pretty good. I recommend this. And then I'm going online and people are just shitting on it because of previous work experience. I'm like, to me, that's like telling someone like me how to solve world hunger by going into outer space. I'm not going to get it. So you can do whatever, and if it's good, I'm going to enjoy it. If I see you in another film or another show, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's the guy who was one of the cats. It's not going to be like, oh, you played this cat, and now you're on this show playing as a rat, and it sucked. You should have played it like how you played the freaking cat. That was, like, there's no point in that. It's a whole nother screen. It's a whole nother screen, a whole nother script, a whole new setting. Don't compare it to something that they did like years and years ago. The Rock, for example, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I don't crap on his movies now because he wasn't playing as a tooth fairy. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. But again, I rarely watch movies or TV, and if I see a show I like, I'm actually going to sit there and watch it. And there are a lot of positive comments. So this is above 5-star rating. So there are people that do like it. It's just that there are so many people that are commenting on unnecessary things, on like, oh, this show's crap because it's not the same as, the one person who's in the background was part of SpongeBob, or whatever the situation that is. Like, if I could rate it, I don't have an IMDb account, but I would give it a 10-star if I could. But again, I don't have an IMDb. I'm not going to really use it for anything else. So I'm not even going to bother to create it. But if you want a show to watch, I would recommend Exploding Kittens, because it's a cute little show, and it's a short show, 9 episodes long, and there's already people who are wanting a season 2 that aren't bitching about previous projects. And honestly, I could see it happen. I could see a second season happen. I don't think it'll be right away. You're going to want to give it time, of course. But I could see a season 2 happening with Exploding Kittens. But if you have a show you want to watch, go ahead. Here's this. If there's other shows you want me to check out, and maybe I'll look in them, just let me know down below. And if I can watch it, I will. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because there are so many people who take this stuff way too far. And I'm like, it's just a show about cartoon cats. That's it. Nothing else. But all right. That's all I really want to mention here. You guys be safe.